man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it, 4 down, put the bitch, man, it's all about to lose the goal, man, the face beat it, but the boys still lost, heard the cops beat the ball, turn the motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Drove down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's just underground, it's just underground, it's just underground, yeah, it's just underground. You better pass, you better run, and that's your ass. When we done, it's just underground, it's just underground, yeah, it's just underground, it's just underground. You better pass, you better run.
Yeah, you know what it is, baby. How many times I got to say it? Yeah. It's the underground. Yeah, the underground sports show, baby. It's your host, Filthy Rich, man. Call into the show. You know what it is, man. 412-407-2744. We live all the time, man. Big time show today. Last game day show of the season, baby. Week 18 game day show, baby. Yeah, it's the underground. Yeah. Got a whole bunch to talk about today, man. Look, man. It ain't hard today, man. Let's talk about itself, right? We got Baltimore versus Steelers. The whole NFL want to see it, baby. 8:20 tonight, man. We got a whole bunch of other pivotal games tonight, too, man. We're going to get into college football also, man. So, hey, stay tuned on the underground. Yeah. You know what it is. Yeah. What's up? Good morning, everybody. What's up with you on the underground? Yeah, it's your host, Filthy Rich, man. I got a whole lot for you today, man. You know what it is. It's Steelers Ravens Sunday, man. I hate that they gonna make us wait till 8:20, but hey, we gotta do what we gotta do when everybody wants us on the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Because they just couldn't pass up on it, man. They couldn't pass up on it. I knew as soon as the Steelers lost, where this game was about to be sliding. You know what I'm saying? I knew it. Wasn't no way around it. That we was gonna have to wait until 8:20 to watch the Steelers game. Now, how many of y'all like these 8:20 games, man? It's okay when you barely get one every now and then, but the Steelers get a lot of these late primetime games. Now, one thing I will say is, Mike Tomlin does have a good record in primetime. So that does help us out today. But does it matter, man? Does it matter? Do we have enough? Do we have enough to defeat the Baltimore Ravens, who've been breathing down our back all season, man? All season. The Ravens start out 1-5. We start out 4-2. We think it's all good, right? It's all good in the neighborhood. Not so fast. Not so fast. All the work that the Pittsburgh Steelers put in this year, all the work that the Baltimore Ravens put in this year means nothing. Means nothing. All comes down to 60 minutes of football today. Okay? Now, if you in the chat, let me know you in the house. You know what I'm saying? Shout me out. Say what's up once again. It's the last game day show, man. And I don't mean this is the last time you're going to hear Filthy Rich on the underground, because that ain't it. But it is the last game day show where this is week 18. And now it's about to be the playoffs after this. So we'll figure out the schedule from there. I'll let you know. However, I usually let you know, Facebook, or if you hit the notification bell after you subscribe, you'll know when I come on. Or if you're just one of my friendlies and I could text you to let you know when the show started. All right? But today is the game day finale. And I'm excited. And I'm excited because I don't have to force the Steelers on the world, because we all know this is an all-around sports show. It ain't just about the Steelers, even though I got to rep my team in the back. I suggest you rep your team wherever you from, wherever you at. But you know I'm going to do mine. But today I don't have to force it. The Steelers are the number one story in sports. And the funny thing is, no matter how good the Ravens are, no matter how much they got a franchise quarterback, no matter how much they got a Hall of Fame running back, no matter how much they've had the best linebacker the world ever seen, they've always took a back seat to the Pittsburgh Steelers, no matter what. The Pittsburgh Steelers are just more popular, got more fans, get more love than the Baltimore Ravens do. And this was makes us a rival because the Baltimore Ravens are a very successful team, but they sit in a little brother spot and they don't feel like they deserve it. They don't feel like they deserve it. And they don't. And they don't. Look at that roster compared to our roster, right? Look at that roster compared to the Pittsburgh Steelers roster. The Baltimore Ravens actually have a Super Bowl roster. They have a franchise quarterback. They have a highly paid middle linebacker leader on defense. They've got a Hall of Fame running back in the backfield. They've got a Pro Bowl-ish wide receiver. So yes, the Baltimore Ravens are stacked. They got first-round picks everywhere in the defensive backfield, safeties, corners. The Baltimore Ravens shouldn't have to worry about the Pittsburgh Steelers, but they do. They do, don't they? They definitely do today. So, let's make this a great show, y'all. We got a lot of Steelers to talk about. Call into the show, hit me in the chat, let me know how you feel, man, how this is going to come out. I really want to know the vibe of the city. That's what I want to know. What's going on in the city? We tailgating today. Are we? Are we tailgating today? Or do we feel that bad about this way this game is about to go that we ain't really participating in the festivities today? Or we just going to wait till 8:20 and not be real Steeler fans and not show up for our team and just wait for our possible demise, right? Because that's the vibe I got from the city this week. I got a lot of negative talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers this week instead of just being fans. If you tuned in to the Tuesday night show, my freestyle show on the Underground, you seen me rant, you seen callers come in rant about the state of the Steelers, about what condition the Steelers are in, and a lot of people don't have faith in the Pittsburgh Steelers at all. Not on offense, not on defense, and definitely not in coaching. It's not a lot of confidence swirling around Pittsburgh right now, didn't it? It did. Tommy Warren in the chat. Yo, what's up with you, baby? Good morning to you. It's a Steelers Sunday. What's the vibe? Do we got a chance this week? One thing I know is the NFL squeezed all the juice out of the Steelers in this Aaron Rodgers story all year, man. All year, right? All year. It's been such a successful year to some people. I mean, the Steelers are 9-8 at this point. So they got their winning season. Now they just need to make the playoffs. But the question is, do we want Aaron Rodgers back at quarterback next year, right? Why am I talking about next year, man? Because we are about 8 hours away from talking about next week or maybe talking about next season, right? In 60 minutes of football, we could be talking about next week or next season. And a lot of people think that we're just going to get blown out by the Ravens. So by halftime, they might be in the bed getting ready for work on Monday, already getting ready for next season. So that's why I asked Pittsburgh, do we want Aaron Rodgers back? Because Aaron Rodgers is definitely contemplating on playing football still next year. They've been asking him that question. They feel like he's had a good enough season to play football again next year. Cousin Nick in the house, the Ravens fall apart when they play us. Yes, they do. Not stressing, we ready. It's going to be a showdown. However, it's not Steelers football without a heart attack. Yes, and this whole season has been a heart attack. Without a doubt. It can't be a Steeler game without a heart attack. Can't be a Steeler season without a heart attack. And is that what a lot of people are stressed about in Pittsburgh? A lot of fans about. They don't know how to ride or die with their team. They just want their team to be some fantasy team and blow everybody out every week. And that just doesn't happen, especially without a franchise quarterback. You got to go through the ringer to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And we should be proud of these Steelers for getting to this point. You ask me. You ask me. Now, what I'm going to ask y'all is, if we do lose this game, is this a total collapse by this organization, by Mike Tomlin? Or do they get a pass, a get out of jail free card because of the circumstances? Now, we all know the circumstances, right? DK Metcalf kind of fumbled the ball, right? He kind of fumbled the last 2 games away, maybe. And TJ Watt with his freak accident, our most key player on defense, we lose him to a freak accident, correct? Newsflash though, if you didn't know, TJ Watt will be back today. He will be back today. In what capacity? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. I don't think TJ Watt knows right now. I had a caller call in, one of my favorite callers, Mr. Anonymous, and his suggestion to TJ Watt was to sit down, period, for the rest of the season. Let it totally heal, and don't play with your lungs. TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers did not listen to that. Last week, even before the Cleveland game, they said if this game was important, he could play today. But you'll see TJ Watt when a game matters, right? That's what they said before the Cleveland game. So they knew they had an extra game to play with, and they played with it for sure. They played with it. We'll get deeper into that, how we can fix those problems here shortly. But with these 2 guys out, does Mike Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers organization get a pass? I don't think they will for the fans. I think maybe 20% of the fans will give them a pass. My daily beverage in the chat says, what up? Let's go Steelers. Yes, sir. We got some enthusiasm in here. We got some optimism in here. I like it. I'm sure as the day goes on, we'll find someone without the same optimism. But if you're a fan, it's no time for complaining. It's no time for complaining. If you're a real fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers and not some spoiled fan who's only been watching the Steelers since they've been the Big Ben Steelers, the good Steelers, you didn't struggle through the 80s, the early 90s, to where we didn't win a Super Bowl until 2005. Until 2005. Everybody claims Bill Cowher, the Hall of Fame Bill Cowher, is so much a better coach than Mike Tomlin, when realistically they both benefited off of the same thing. And that's Big Ben Roethlisberger. And right now, the Steelers have not supplied Mike Tomlin with a franchise quarterback. But yet, he still keeps this team with his defense in play. Every year. But I didn't come here to defend Mike Tomlin. I've been doing that for weeks. If you hate Mike Tomlin, I'm not changing your mind. But I will say, in my mind, if anybody gets a get out of jail free card in any season, this might be it right here. You take your best player on defense, offense, you get him, and he's suspended for 2 weeks, the 2 pivotal games of the season. And then TJ Watt with his freak accident, you lose him. But honestly, that side of the ball actually levels up. So yeah, man, we shall see. But yes, Pittsburgh has been negative. Let's listen up to my man Andrew Filipponi on 93.7 The Fan. And just so we can hear the poison that they spread around this city, even though we need nothing but love right now. It's only one game against the Ravens, our arch rivals. People act like they want us to lose.
If they lose this game, I'll be like, good riddance. You blew it again. You sucked again late in the year. How many more times do we have to see this for the owner to wake up? And is this maybe a curmudgeonly 40-year-old take? Possibly. But I listen, and this is the difference, I think, between 40 and 30. Donnie starts his show today. I'm on my way to the gym. And he's talking about how this is another great chapter in the Steelers-Ravens rivalry. And he's pretty much, and I thought this was entertaining, chastising Steelers fans for not being more up for this game. I'm not up for it because you scored 6 points against Cleveland last week. Your best offensive player got himself suspended for this game. Your tight end, who has been like a complete revelation this year because he's such a massive human being and people don't know really how to game plan against him, broke his arm in the first half of this game. This team is also coached by Mike Tomlin, who loses a lot of games like this.
All right, so let's stop there. First of all, once again, spreading the poison, spreading lies. Mike Tomlin doesn't lose games like this. These are actually the games that Mike Tomlin actually wins. The games he actually loses is the games like last week going to Cleveland Browns. So that's what I mean by spreading poison. And a lot of people listening to these dudes because they pay them to go and, you know, once you get paid, you're a professional right now. You're a professional sports talker, right? If you get paid, you get a check, you're on national airways, right? And this is how you interpret the Steelers. This is how you want fans to feel about this game today. Good riddance to a coach that dragged the team to the playoffs year by year with no franchise quarterback in sight. Just get rid of him. Now imagine if we got, if you know, they always want to put Mike Tomlin in this Andy Reid circle, right? Go somewhere else. You can drag whatever you took from Pittsburgh, put it into another team, and you could be successful there. What if you just, you know, need a new start? Now, to me, if I was an Eagles fan and I was watching Andy Reid right now, even with the success that the Eagles have, okay, which there's no guarantee that that's going to happen to the Steelers. Because, see, both teams won in that situation. That doesn't always happen. The Eagles won because they already had a good GM doing this thing anyway. So he built a new team. They go back to the Super Bowl. Okay, they won. And, of course, the Chiefs been winning, right? But it wasn't always like that for Andy Reid. When he left, it was a struggle. The Steelers were still beating down the Chiefs with Andy Reid there. Where Andy Reid got some love is when he got Patrick Mahomes, right? He discovered Patrick Mahomes. Nobody knew who Patrick Mahomes was. Now, as an Eagles fan, I'll be looking over at the Chiefs like, wait a minute. Patrick Mahomes, that could be us. That could be us. And with our front office, with our GM, We probably would be better than the Chiefs were if we had a Patrick Mahomes. We probably would have made that three-peat happen with the defense and the players that we can put on this Eagles team that we've done over the years. So it ain't always sweet to go get a new coach. Even when you go ahead and still win a Super Bowl, 2 Super Bowls since Andy Reid's been gone, you still missing Andy Reid because you could have Patrick Mahomes, bro. He's supposed to be an Eagle if you keep Andy Reid around. Just think about that. So, you take Mike Tomlin out of this factor, I don't think people understand the cliff that we could fall down. I understand people want to just have change. But change, man, it ain't always up, bruh. Change ain't always up. Change can drastically go down. By far. Right? And I don't think y'all want to watch no 3-14 season. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know 4, whatever those records are, 5 wins. I don't want to see that. Y'all don't think y'all understand how bad that is, how hard that is to watch. Y'all think it's hard to watch now. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. Y'all don't even know. But let's listen to them big dogs and see what they got to say about the Steelers and see who has...
If they lose this game, I'll be like, good riddance. Also, coach.
My bad. Wrong one.
If they lose this game, also coached by...
Hold up. I keep going to the wrong one. Anyway. Got that one screwed up. But back to Steelers real quick, and we're going to go to some college football in a minute. Once again, call into the show, man. Hit me in the chat. Let me know how you feeling. What's the vibe in the city? Who's tailgating today for this big game, man? I'm hyped up, man. I feel like the Steelers could pull it out. And we're going to get into some reasons for that in a minute, in a little bit. But let's go. Let's talk some college football playoffs, man. College football playoffs was in the house this weekend. We're really over the week, over the holiday. It was Thursday and Friday. And, man, did we have some good games. Actually, it was, what was that? Did they play on a Wednesday? I know they played the day before. Yeah, it was New Year's Eve. Was that Miami-Ohio State game. And then the other games were all on Saturday. We had Oregon versus Texas Tech, Alabama versus Indiana, and Ole Miss versus Georgia, right? And man, they turned out to be some good games. They really did, in a way, but we found some things out. That's what we definitely found some things out. Now, Miami versus Ohio State, great game. Miami beats Ohio State 24-14. Take out the big dogs, no repeat. By the Ohio State Buckeyes, man. Got a lot of people locally mad about that. A lot of local people love the Ohio State Buckeyes around here. We real close to Ohio. I know Ohio's upset. We all know how prideful the Ohio State Buckeye fans are. They got them everywhere. And, yeah, man, Ohio State takes that L, man. Just couldn't handle Miami's defense. Even with their great wide receiver, Jeremiah Smith, going for 7 for 157. He was well contained. That doesn't sound like it, but he was well contained if you watch the game. All right? Miami didn't throw up any gaudy stats, but they did play great defense, man. The pick six was the pivotal part in the game. What a great play by, I think his last name was Scott. Definitely know his last name was Scott. I can't remember his first name. I don't want to screw it up. But, yeah, made that big pick six. And it seemed like it was all up for Miami at that point, right? It was all up. So, yes, Miami beats Ohio State 24-14. The solo ACC team in the playoffs has made it to the semifinals, right? Everybody talks trash on the ACC, but we'll take it, man. We'll take it. They stole the controversy. Hold up. Let me get back in there. All right, we back. So this is let's talk about Alabama and Indiana, right? 38-3. But this is the game that really made me think about the controversy we had in the early rounds of the playoffs, okay? Everybody was mad at Tulane. Everybody was mad at JMU for being small schools, making it, not being able to make it through the gauntlet. And people just felt like they knew they were going to get blown out, right? They shouldn't be in there. These small conferences shouldn't be in the playoffs. It should just be the best 12 teams, the best 16 teams. No. Look at Alabama, ranked number 9 in the nation, and Indiana pretty much blanked them. They kicked the field goal in the third quarter for no reason. They were already down 24-0. You're kicking the field goal. What was the point of kicking that field goal? You just didn't want the donut on the board. Them Indiana boys was about to shut Alabama out. The big old SEC, right? The big old SEC was so dominant. At least that's what people thought. And I've been saying it all year. The SEC ain't all that, man. It ain't all that. And Indiana proved it. Went down there and stumped on Alabama, baby. So yes, the underdog deserves to be in the college football playoffs. Okay? Because actually they did better than Alabama. Last week, let's find this Tulane so I can get the score correct. Let's find a Tulane Ole Miss game. Here it is, 41-10. Yeah, blowout, but they scored 10 points. They scored 10 points. That's more than Alabama did. In Oregon, James Madison was 51-34. James Madison know how to put some points up on the board. And did you all know that everybody, all 22 of James Madison starters, entered the transfer portal? They're all stepping their game up, and that's just what college football is right now. They all put an audition on for themselves, and they're moving on up. And guess what? There's going to be new kids that want to come play for James Madison that are good, and other schools are ignoring them, and they'll probably be good again. And this is how you build a program, by making it to bowl games like this, to making it to college football playoffs like this. So no, we're not leaving out the little man. In Alabama, getting blown out by Indiana helped us prove that anybody can get blown out, bruh. Blowouts happen in playoff games. That's just what happens. All right. So off to the next one, man. Next in the day was Oregon and Texas Tech, 23-0 blowout once again. This proves my point about the small guy needing to be in. Because if Texas Tech was ranked number 4 in the country, how are you getting shut out? How are you getting shut out? Because it's the playoffs, man. Things like this happen. Cinderella, they deserve a chance. Now, the game of the week was Ole Miss, Georgia, right? 39-34, Ole Miss gets the W. Gets the W. Over big-time Georgia. And everybody, now this is 2 SEC teams, so an SEC team had to win, but the people's champ did not win. Sure, there's a lot of money lost. Not by Vegas, but in Vegas on the Georgia Bulldogs. All right? Ole Miss had to make a comeback. Then Georgia made their comeback. Ole Miss had to make another comeback. So Ole Miss and that quarterback made himself a lot of money. Now I'm hearing Chamberlain, that's his name. He's got a chance to come back to college football if they grant him another year like they've been doing a lot of for these kids. But if he doesn't, he has a chance to come out, right? He has a chance to come out. And a lot of people, I think, like this dude, man. A lot of Steeler fans really hoping this is the year we can get us a franchise quarterback. And for a week season for college football quarterbacks, this playoff showing us that maybe there's a few guys that we ain't really looking at, right, as NFL prospects. So let's check it out, man. And before we get to that, we'll check it out after this. Let's get to what Ryan Clark had to say about the SEC. Finally, Ryan Clark said something to back me up, and me and him don't argue about. So let's go.
Right? For so long, we were able to say that. This is a representation of where the three of us used to be. It was a pedestal. It was a high horse. We could stand on it. We could believe in it because the proof was in the pudding. Today, in 2026, we need to sit our ass down because we ain't the powerhouse no more. And we just got to go on and respect it. Right? For so long, we were able to say that because Alabama and Nick Saban were so good. And then, like I said, they'll get a Blinn College JUCO transfer to Auburn and they'll win it. Or Les Miles will find a way to win it. Or Joe Burrow and the LSU Tigers in 2019. Or we had the Tim Tebow run. And so all these things happened. And so we were able to say at all times, look at us. Look at us now. Michigan goes on to win the national championship a few years back. They beat Alabama in the semifinals. Ohio State wins it last year. They beat Texas in the semifinals. Right now, it's looking like Indiana is the team. And if it ain't Indiana, hell, it might be Oregon, and they in the Big Ten too. The SEC has to admit that the NIL and the transfer portal has changed who you can be. No longer do people feel like, I got to go play for Kirby. I got to go play for Nick because that's the only way to win a national championship and that's the only way to get to a league. Dudes don't sit for 3 years anymore behind Minkah Fitzpatrick because they know if I play 1 year for Nick Saban and I get 4 interceptions, I'm going to win a national championship and I'm going to be a first-team All-American and I'm going to go first round in the NFL draft. That don't happen no more. So now, since everybody can pay everybody above the board, that is, it's changed. It's totally different. Why in the hell I want to sit here at Georgia on the bench when I could go to Indiana and be a starter? When I could go somewhere else and be the guy? When I can still get paid $1 million because being a backup here don't pay me as much as being a starter here? The pedestal is knocked off. The high horse don't have no legs, no horseshoes. It used to be a unicorn. Now it's a show pony. It ain't us no more, y'all. I hate to break it to you. It ain't us. And it's okay. We had a hell of a run. But the run over.
All right, that's Ryan Clark getting his rant on about the SEC. Of course, he went to LSU. He talked about LSU with Joe Burrow and a little bit of Nick Saban here and there. And yeah, man, it just ain't the same. SEC is not the same anymore. It's proven. It's in the pudding. Anybody still saying that, man, you need to check yourself, man. You might want to watch some college football a little more than you think you watching college football. SEC is not creme de la creme anymore. I don't even know if it's the NIL like he said. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I just think they lost their luster. Nick Saban leaving. Now, Nick Saban left because of NIL and the attitudes of the players combined with the NIL situation. Now, players moving, I don't know if that has anything to do with the NIL. That's more of a rule structure thing of, players can get up and move whenever they want to. That probably got a lot to do with it more than just the money when it comes to NIL. But that's kind of the reason that players are moving, so I understand that. But not everybody. Some people just want a chance to start for somebody else, and they know if they're not getting penalized, they're going to move. They're going to move. And not everybody's getting paid. Sometimes you just might, I can see these young dudes moving with their boy. Their quarterback's the boy, he's getting paid. Hey, I'm just going to the team where he's going just so I can be comfortable like I was before. Because, that's my boy. He's hooking me up. The $1 million guy. The guy that's getting paid $8 million to play college football. I'm going to stick close. I can see kids thinking like that. All right? Now, one more last thing I seen in college football, because I was talking about the Steelers and the draft pick, maybe picking a quarterback. Is this our year to get a quarterback? We might want to wait, because there's a guy that's going to wait, that's going to come back to college football that turned his season totally around. And that's Arch Manning, man. Arch Manning, man, did you see the Michigan game? Let's hear some things about him and his bowl game against Michigan.
Manning's fastball, what he was clocked at today in the Cheez-It Bowl, 21.7 miles per hour, fastest by a quarterback this season. I had to compare this to NFL speeds, and this is mind-blowing. Look at this. Per NFL Next Gen stats, Arch would have been the second fastest ball carrier of the NFL season. Jahmyr Gibbs, who's known to have lightning speed, hit 22.2 earlier this year, fastest on the year, but nobody else has exceeded 21.2. Again, Arch on this was 21.7. We're talking Lamar Jackson speed here with Arch Manning. His fastest was 21.8. Arch is barely behind that. Even based on last year's fastest ball carries, he would have been the third fastest at 21.7. So I thought there's no way this is real. This has to be a glitch. He couldn't actually have hit 21.7, right? Well, last year he was clocked at 20.7 miles per hour, so 21 this year actually sounds realistic. Before enrolling at Texas, apparently he ran a 4.640, which would be faster than a lot of NFL quarterbacks. And there's a chance he's gotten even faster and is closing in on this 4.5, 4.4 speed like Jahmyr Gibbs ran at the combine. I know it's crazy. You watch this, it passes the eyeball test. Yeah, he can fly. I just didn't realize we had a Lamar Jackson 2.0 on our hands whose last name happens to be Manning. This is just...
Yeah, bruh. So it looks like Arch Manning just got better and better every week. He caught a lot of criticism at the beginning of the season because they put this man on such a high pedestal. They did. And we knew better than that because the guy didn't play. It's just not a good thing to put a kid on a pedestal and he hasn't proven himself, right? And he has no confidence yet because it's just a lot of stress and worrisome. You know, it's just a lot on him. It's a lot. But once he got past that, he took his lumps. He's got better and better and better every week if you paid attention. But he's not coming out this year. So I don't know if everybody agrees with me. But personally, I'm not going to be looking for a quarterback this year for the Steelers. I'd rather aim for Arch Manning the next year. I don't know if I'm right. I don't know if I'm wrong for that. But anybody with the last name Manning, I'm willing to give a try, man. I would love to see a Manning in a Steelers jersey. I wanted to see Shedeur Sanders in a Steelers jersey. We passed on that. Will we pass on the quarterback this year again? Don't seem like there's a lot of teams that need a quarterback, but the teams that do probably will be picking in front of us. So we shall see what the Steelers decide to do, right? But this college football playoffs has showed us that there's some decent quarterbacks out there, man. Carson Beck probably's coming out.
Call for him. Y-A-R-O-S-I-K.
Iceman coming up here with the call. So let's see what he got to say. Peoples, what's going on? Iceman, you in the house? Hold on. My bad. Hold on. All right, got you plugged in. What's going on?
Great show.
Hey,
one of the regular season. You going to be running in the playoffs?
Definitely going to be running in the playoffs. I just don't know how, the schedule's going to shake out and all that. I want to make sure I cover the Steelers properly, and everybody else I'm sure will have Saturday and Sunday games. So I don't know. I might go Saturday and Sunday. I might just go Sunday and recap on that day and, go forward. So, yeah, I'll definitely be around. But this is the last game. The show won't be called the Game Day Show. It'll be called something else. You know what I mean?
I hear you. Arch, there's no way. When they're comparing Arch Manning to Lamar Jackson, I thought there's no way. This is
I feel you.
I mean, I know it's the Manning family, but somehow we had to get speed interjected into there, and it's not the two Mannings that we know.
Well, hey man, this ain't neither one of their kid though. They claim the brother was the man. They claim the brother was the guy, and you think. I don't know how far you go back, but I don't even go back this far, but my history lessons do. Their dad was a speedy dude, man. Their dad was a runner.
He had Ole Miss.
Yeah, Ole Miss. And then New Orleans. They were trash. They had the trash bags on their head, but their dad was making Pro Bowls and, all that, man. Their dad was the man. He was a runner too, man. He was a lot like Fran Tarkenton, you know what I mean? There wasn't too many mobile guys back in the day, but him, Fran Tarkenton, I can't really think of too many other guys that were known for their mobility back in those days, but go ahead, it's on you.
I wanted to touch on college for a second. Is there anyone not rooting for Ole Miss?
Man,
I'm Ole Miss all the way just because I think Lane Kiffin is such an asshole. And he's going to win. He's going to make money off of this. And then my worry is that the quarterback at Ole Miss, he's going to go to LSU. It's a wild world.
Yeah, I heard a little bit of that. And I heard they're definitely paying him. Every playoff game they win, he makes money still. It's in his contract. that, and he still's making money, even though he gets up and walks away. How do you get up and walk away from a team and they still owe you money? You must have had one supreme contract, man. Lane Kiffin is a bad boy, man. I say that. But you gotta root for Ole Miss just because of those underdog reasons, right? And that, they lost their coach and they still out there balling and they beat Georgia. You can't help but root for them, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and they're talking shit on their old coach, which I love.
Yeah, I
would be talking so much smack on him. I would have a cardboard cutout of Lane Kiffin in the locker room. I'd be throwing stuff at it. I would just be going off. I mean, he should be taking anything he wins, and maybe he will, and donating it to some charity, some food bank, something in Ole Miss to But I think he's just too big of a scumbag. I don't think he'll do that.
Definitely got some scumbag in him, man. You could definitely see it, man. I can't knock that. He's got a little bit of that in him. Unfortunately, there's a lot of college football coaches that got that in them. Over the years, we've seen a lot of that.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
he reminds me of a creepy preacher. Or
yeah, did you see his
he's
press
talking
conference?
about how he's clean. Yeah, unreal.
Yeah,
and then that dude met him on the tarmac. I wanted to puke watching that. He had to pray over it. Okay, yeah, I've heard this story before. Whatever.
Right.
Hey, to go to the Steelers real quick.
Do it. Do it.
I mean, do you feel better with Lamar playing than Huntley?
No,
I do.
No, it didn't matter to me. No, it didn't matter to me.
Lamar gives us gifts.
Look, we're rivals because we're brothers. Okay. The Ravens have been copying us for years, and they're good at it, okay? They do the little small things right, and that's what always keeps you afloat. So I don't think it matters if Lamar's there or Huntley's there. They are always a threat because they do the small things right, and they were going to come to play no matter what, man. So, I mean, honestly, we kind of got Lamar's number a little bit. I mean, and if he was really injured that bad, I'll take that too, so... I think Huntley was playing well though, without a doubt. But I mean,
he did a great job. Yeah. He did a great job. And then Gainwell was elected team MVP. He makes $1.2 million on a $1 million deal. He's going to cash in. I hope Rodgers looks to him tonight. If Rodgers looked to him last week, we're not even here. We're not even talking about this. Everybody's sitting. Yeah. Gainwell wide open. Everyone was wide open except Scanlon.
Yeah. And he just threw him up the ball when the best DB, one of the best DBs in the league, just named to the Pro Bowl, was all over him, and he's throwing it to him 3 times. I don't get it. Hopefully Rodgers should wake up. I don't know if Rodgers trying to make himself the hero, trying to make Scantling the hero. I don't get it, man. That was very odd, and I get why people think that was like some suspect type of game, man, because there were so many things in that game to lead up to this game, because we shouldn't even be here. DK Metcalf shouldn't even be suspended. TJ Watt should be healthy. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, tell me what you think, Iceman. Is this just going all downhill? And does Mike Tomlin get in the Steelers organization? Do they get a get out of jail free card if we do collapse on this season today?
I don't know, man. I've always been a Tomlin guy.
Right.
I think that, but it's part of me, if I'm Tomlin, maybe he's very good at blocking out the noise. But when I got 2 city cops outside my house because I got people protesting, that's involving your family. Then this is getting old. Part of me, if I'm Tomlin, I'm maybe I just want to go to New York and be the Giants coach. Maybe I don't want to deal with this anymore.
I've said that before. I've said that earlier this season, maybe halfway through the season. If I was Mike Tomlin, I'll be like, screw y'all. I'm gonna take my services somewhere else. I can see him thinking like that.
Yeah.
That's a good point there. I can definitely think he can say something like that because he's being patient. He's taking it all on, not really complaining about it. But it's got to be getting him. So, and that might be the last straw. Like you said, my man walking up to him, talking about, I'm taking his black card. He's the problem. What? That's about as ignorant as it gets. I can't believe it. And I know it's one person. Yeah. But at the same time, it's really a lot of people behind the scenes, man. For real. It really is.
Yeah. So, I'm expecting a close Ravens-Steeler game tonight, coming down to a field goal. I don't know which way it goes.
Don't leave me without a score. It's the last show, Iceman. You know you can't leave without a score. And we know.
All right, man. Every time I pick against us, we win. So I'm going 12-9 Ravens.
Okay, I like it. I like it. You right
I'll
where
be
I'm at.
happy if
That
I'm
score's
wrong.
gonna be low today. All right, Ice man, I appreciate it, man, for sure. All right.
All right, man. I'll keep listening. Have a great show.
Yes,
Thanks.
sir. All right, appreciate it. All right, that's Iceman with the 12-9 scores. Definitely going to be a low score in the house, man. Hey, my man, Ill City Sports pulling up at the right time. Sorry, what I missed. You did not miss the NFC South yet. Have you talked about the NFC South? No, I haven't, my friend. Kind of waiting for you to pop around, man. So, look, man, it is 12:02, so we're going to go to halftime real quick because I got to check on something. When we come back, we're going to get around the league. We're going to check out what happened to Carolina yesterday. We're going to have yesterday. And we're going to see if there's any other games worth anything today, man. You might want to just clean the whole house all day and get ready for 8:20. But we shall see, man. But, yeah, let's go to halftime real quick. And, yeah, man, we'll be right back here on the Underground. Why not, right? It's the Underground Sports Show. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. It ain't over till the Super Bowl back. When you open it's the halftime, so we need to turn over. It's 6, it's your boy, Filthy Rich. Turn me up. Hit the like button, that's the right button. Call in to the show. You know something, but you probably know nothing. Now I'm both that you're playing with the wrong thing, wrong scheme. Strike you out like all schemes. It was all a dream, never gonna get a thing. Yeah, you know what it is. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. Yeah. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Yeah. You know what time it is, baby. Yup. The Underground Sports Show, man. Call into the show. We live all the time. You know how we get down, man. 412-407-2744. Yeah. We're talking Steelers, Ravens all morning, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of college football playoffs. Once again, the SEC is not the shit. Hey, it's been proven, baby. Yeah. All right. About that time. Get around the league. Yeah. It's the Underground, yeah. Hey, appreciate you in the house, man. Shout me out in the chat. If you're here, man, if you're new around here, man, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all that good stuff, man. All that, you know? So, yeah, let's talk about it, man. Hold on. Messing my thing up here. All right. So, here on the Underground, we talking Steelers, Ravens all morning, but let's get around the league, man. There's some other important games today, man. Some other important games yesterday, man. What did we see yesterday? Carolina Panthers in the early game at 4:30 could not hold off the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Oh, man, this is one ugly situation in the NFC South. Now, we thought we was bad in the AFC North. No. The NFC South has two teams at the top of the division still fighting for the division. After they played each other twice, it still ain't settled yet, okay? If you don't know, the Carolina Panthers are 8-9. All right, and they just lost yesterday. What was even the score, man? I didn't even remember the score. Something low, 13 and 9 or something like that was at the end of the game. I didn't even check up on it. Hold on, let me refresh it. But anyway, sat there and watched that game. Carolina couldn't get it done at the end of the day. And they are 8-9. But also the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who won the game, they couldn't even really celebrate because they're sitting at 8-9 also, and they still need the Falcons to beat the Saints today at 1 o'clock to get in the playoffs, or the 8-9 to Carolina Panthers still make the playoffs. All right, we got a caller in the house. Let's see what's going on here.
Press 1.
It's the Underground Sports Show. The mic is hot for you, sir. You there?
Yeah, hey man, how you doing?
Good, sir. How are you today?
Sorry, I'm listening to Rich as I'm trying to talk to you.
Okay. Now you keep going in and out, but I'm here.
I hear you.
Call from +1336 254.
Hello?
Yeah, hey there, Rich.
Go ahead. You're in there now. I got you.
Hey, Rich, you with me?
Yeah, I got you. Can you hear me? Let me give you a call back. I'm going to give you a call back.
All right,
we might
good.
get a better connection. Hold on.
Call ended.
Let me call the caller back and see if we can get a better connection here. That happens sometimes.
How about now?
We're perfect here. You sound a lot better also. How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm doing okay. Just a couple comments. First of all, long-time listener, first-time caller.
Appreciate
Best
it.
show in the air, buddy.
All right. I appreciate it.
I don't know if you talked about it yet. I just joined about a half hour ago, but just going to bring it up one last time. 4th and 1.
Okay.
You know, in business, somebody makes that call they did, gets fired. I'm not saying Tomlin.
Okay.
I ain't a fan of Art Smith. I ain't a fan of, of our quarterback either, but that was just dumb.
Yeah.
And then them last 3 plays. Here's what I'm thinking about that, Rich. Yeah, 90% of NFL quarterbacks take that ball down the field and score a touchdown.
Okay.
Those last 3 plays, do they not practice?
I
You know, you hear so much about some of these QBs, whether it's the college level, pro level, there are facilities 6 a.m. working with the wide receivers. You think our boys are doing that? I don't think so.
It didn't look like it last week.
You learn how to make a move inside, and then you go outside. And you know that just by you working with each other, out of 3 plays, 1 of them got a click.
Yeah.
All 3 of them sucked.
Yeah,
they weren't even like near anybody.
No.
And it tells me they didn't work at it. And I just got a funny feeling he ain't doing the things he got to do to be successful. Okay, last 2 comments, Rich, and I'll let you get on with your show.
Yep.
If the Steelers win today, I am running down to the casino tomorrow morning. I'm betting the house on a repeat of XL Super Bowl because Seahawks looked good last night
they
against
did.
a good 49ers team. Huh?
They did.
So if the Steelers find some way to beat a pretty decent Baltimore team, I mean, hey, come on, they're a good team.
They got a Super Bowl roster.
They
have a Super Bowl roster. Yeah.
Hey, what's his name? Don't drop that pass last year. They're there, right? You remember that?
Yeah.
So injuries, right? So if they have a way to win this game without DK and without our boy Darnell, then that team is something else, at least getting Metcalf in for the next games.
Yes,
and
sir.
I'm going to bet the house on them 2 going to the Super Bowl. Now, last year,
I like it.
I had the Bills and the Lions, came really damn close. I mean, I made that bet halfway through the season. I was going to pay 12.5 to 1.
Right.
And, they almost did it. Bills going to be, Lions got embarrassed by Washington.
Yeah.
But last point. Okay, Derrick Henry. I'm playing deep. I ain't hitting the dude. It's going to hurt me.
Oh, you say
I'm 5'9", 200, and somebody that big come running out of the backfield, I go down low. I don't care where I'm going. He's going to hurt me. But here's my point. You watch some of these NFL games.
Right.
You know what I think lacks rather from the Steeler D? I'm going to call it physicality. I'm not talking about just winning the line of scrimmage. I'm talking about you see somebody getting held up. Running back comes out, receiver catches the ball, whatever. somebody's up. You know what people are doing on the defense of those good teams? They're hitting them.
Yes, they are.
They're hitting them, man. You get Derrick Henry stood up. Somebody got him at the line. Man, you LBs and you safeties, now you can fine up and you put your shoulder into him, make them remember that he just ran the ball and got hit by a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah.
They don't do that enough.
Yeah, they don't.
You know
do
what I'm
it
saying?
enough. You're right. You're right. I like it though. I like it, Steve. I like it. I like
All right,
it.
buddy.
All right. Well, if that's all you got, man, for me, hey, I appreciate it for sure, man. I'll hit on them a couple of points here if you just want to listen up. I appreciate you being, loyal to the show, listening all year, man. It's definitely been a great season, man. Definitely.
Yeah.
No matter if we
there's
win or
that's all
lose.
my friends.
Yes, that. No matter if
There's
we win or lose,
there's a
we
lot
had
more
fun.
parity in NFL this year.
Yeah. All the way
Yeah.
around. All the way around.
Yeah. All right, brother. I'll let you go.
All right, Steve. I appreciate the call, sir.
See you, brother.
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey, Steve made a lot of good points there, man. A lot of good points, man. Number one, that he hit was his last point about hitting Derrick Henry. And I just feel like one point I wanted to make also today is the most physical team will win this game today. And that's what he's meaning by when somebody's holding Derrick Henry and get an extra hit on him, maybe let them know you've been hit by a Pittsburgh Steeler today. That's the attitude we need to have, okay? That's the attitude we need to have. Definitely, we need to have that attitude today. We need to hit these boys hard and often, all day, because the most physical team is going to win this game. And I do not think that the Baltimore Ravens are more physical than us. The only person on their team that is more physical than the Pittsburgh Steelers is Derrick Henry. So he's the one that we need to emphasize on and make sure he knows we're more physical than him. And it's going to take all 11 people on defense. Luckily, we got TJ Watt back, one of the most physical players in the NFL. I think his play will be spotty, but I don't think it'll be spot on. It'll be when we need him. He'll be in the game. I am in fear for TJ Watt today. I really am. There's no way he's playing 100% today. No way. Physically 100%. He might feel great. Muscles, legs. He probably feels great. He's been sitting around. But there's no way he's getting 100% of the snaps that he usually gets, man. That is just way too risky. So the other team must step up like they have been. And I think they've been being a little physical lately. We've all seen Jalen Ramsey be physical all year. Cal Duggar's a physical safety. He's been physical. Okay? Nick Herbick's been physical all year. We need him to step up a little bit. Highsmith has been playing lights out the past 2 games. Let's keep that up. Patrick Queen, out of all people, has been playing very physical ever since Trey Essex told him that he was not a Steeler linebacker. He took that personal, and I loved it. That's exactly what he needed to hear. His peers tell him he wasn't equivalent. He wasn't equaling up to Steeler football. And that's what Steve was talking about. We need to play Pittsburgh Steeler football today if we're going to beat a team that's better than us. Clearly on paper, this is a playoff win if we win it, because this is a playoff team. Everybody had the Ravens in the Super Bowl this year. Come on now, you got an MVP quarterback. You got the highest paid middle linebacker. You got a running back that's walking into the Hall of Fame that just ran for 200 yards to make it to this game last week.
Call for him. Wait.
We got my man LAB in the house just in time, baby. Just in time.
Send a voicemail.
What is the deal, LAB?
What's goody, my brother?
Mm-hmm. Perfect timing for you, brother. It's time to get around the league, man. I had another caller on the line when you just called, so I said, hold up. I know my man will be patient. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it, man. I was just talking about the NFC South and how much of a mess the NFC South is, because at some point today, after 1 o'clock, after 4 o'clock, I should say, we will know which 8 and 9 team, which losing record team will be making it to the playoffs, bruh. Tell me how you feel about that, LAB, and how the vibe is in North Carolina, brother. Let me know.
All right, so peep game. Well, I'm glad to talk to you this morning, man. Blessing to God, man. I'm here, man.
No doubt.
So,
blessing to God for us all, sir. You're
I
right.
love
On a
the
beautiful
show.
Sunday.
Yes, sir. I love the show. You number one right now to me, bro. In my heart, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'll take it.
Hey.
I'll take all the number ones I
No
can
doubt.
get. All right.
But what I'm gonna tell you right now, I gotta just break down the NFC South. Give me this like 5 minutes, bro. I'm gonna break it down for you. So crucial.
Take your time, sir.
All right. So Pete Gang, I had already called that Carolina was gonna lose yesterday.
Right.
And I said it in my mind. I said, like, well, we've been inconsistent all season long.
Yes.
Okay, understood. All right, you're looking around the whole entire NFC South. You got Tampa Bay with a former Carolina player in Baker Mayfield, who ain't too much damn different from Bryce Young. He's short, and they're not consistent.
Right.
All right. So we looked at the Atlanta Falcons and saying, okay, the Atlanta Falcons they got a QB. Was it Michael Penix Jr.?
It was.
Where he at now?
Yeah, he on the bench, hurt.
Correct.
Right.
All right. So then the rest of the NFC South didn't know that New Orleans picked up Tyler Shaw.
Yeah.
But for some of us who really followed the whole entire conference, I saw that. Okay, cool. All right, respect. But it's all a disarray. Let me just start like by saying this right here. Quarterbacks that are below the height of 6'1" are not the truth for any team.
Yeah.
For any team.
Yes.
Can you name one quarterback, a short quarterback, besides for Russell Wilson, that has won a Super Bowl? And you think about it, he's fucked up in the second one.
Yeah. Yep.
So, with that said in mind, it hurts me to say this, but short quarterback, it's all about the position. And you look around in my whole entire conference, the NFC South, what quarterback would stand out to you? Tyler Shaw.
Tyler Shaw's balling, for sure.
Balling.
Yeah.
So, now, continuing with what everybody in the whole entire nation is saying, I'm about to end this up. My 5 minutes is almost up.
You good?
Tyler Shaw, right now, it's got to show out that he is the best quarterback in the motherfucking NFL. I mean, in this conference, I'm sorry.
NFC South,
NFC
right? I
South.
knew what you was going with. Go ahead.
He get ready to show out, and it's like, people up here in North Carolina are like, man, come on. People up here in North Carolina are ATL fans today. We like, go, you nasty, dirty-ass black bird.
Yeah, I know, man, because y'all hate both of these
Get
teams,
your
man. Y'all hate both of these teams.
Come
I know.
on.
You know I know.
It's not gonna happen because Tyler Shaw gonna show up and show out. Now, don't sleep. Don't sleep on Bijan Robinson.
Okay.
Now that could make the game good and interesting. But if we see today what we saw yesterday, and I have posted this comment on a Carolina Panthers place. I'm gonna read it to you right quick.
Yeah,
right?
good. Take it, like I said, take your time, brother. I was waiting on you.
No. I'm telling you, I'm running. All right, so this is a part of the Facebook, right? Mm-hmm. And it's it's Cat Crable is the site. So a lot of people were saying we got robbed, this and that and the other, and I was like, you know what? This is what I said in the comment. Right. I said we didn't get robbed. We didn't get robbed. The league has always been like this because I know a lot of people who've been watching football saw all those penalties that they daggone called against us.
I seen
that.
That
was daggone basically damn near wrong.
Yeah.
However, let me finish. Mm-hmm. The problem is we don't deserve a playoff game. It won't be an electric, and it will not be worth the money for a team that is not consistent. Now, as for the defense as well as the DC held us down up to this point. Mm-hmm. And I can see changes are coming in the few, won't be there. Right. So I already got 4 replies. One guy said, "You don't watch, do you?" All right. The next guy came back at him and said, "He is telling the truth. Yes, the refs did us dirty, but you should never leave it up to them to decide. You must overcome all adversity." Have we done that? No. Then the next guy came back at him and said, "The NFL is rigged. They tell you for entertainment, yes, we inconsistent, been all year long. But to say we didn't get robbed on all three big calls, I mean, okay, I get what he's coming at.
Mm-hmm.
I get what he's coming at, but why would they do that? You sit up here telling it exactly what I was trying to mention.
Right.
So, with that said in mind, I have been saying it for the last couple of weeks. Carolina is not consistent. And I'm going to leave that alone. So, I'm going with, it's going to be Tampa Bay.
Ooh,
because the Saints is going to beat the Falcons at home.
Man. Well, at least the Falcons are at home.
In their home.
You mentioned Bijan Robinson. He's their one and not only hope. They got Kyle Pitts. They did beat the Rams, last week? Did they beat the Rams? Yeah.
It's only Carolina. Well,
I'm just saying there's some potential here for the Atlanta Falcons. I thought the Grits Blitz was pretty decent all year, that defense. You know what I mean? That's what I've been calling Atlanta's defense all year, the Grits Blitz. That's an old term from the 80s, man. They would blitz, 7 dudes on every play. They was crazy. You know what I'm saying? So they actually, they got the highest blitz rate this year, and that's exactly what you need to do to a rookie quarterback. Now, Tyler Shock has been playing great. You ask me, Tyler Shock is rookie of the year, bro. I mean, other than the wide receivers at quarterback, all the guys drafted this year, he's knocking them all off, man. In a half a season, he looks better than Shedeur Sanders. He looks better than Cam Ward. I mean, does he have a number one receiver with those two dudes don't really have? Yeah, Chris Olave is saving him a lot. You know what I mean? And that's a problem for Atlanta today. That Chris Olave, even though they're going to blitz that quarterback, now you got to leave Chris Olave one-on-one, and we know what Chris Olave can do. You talk about inconsistency, he's been super consistent. You know what I mean? So, man, this is so up and down, man. I mean, you got to let one team in the playoffs. Somebody's going to get in there, man. I'm hoping it's Carolina. And I'm hoping y'all get another home game. But did I hear you say that the game won't even be worth going to if the Carolina Panthers get in anyway?
Right.
They're probably going to have to run into San Francisco. They're going to have to.
Right. So when I say that, I'm meaning because of our inconsistency, who's going to want to pay? I mean, I said it in a
playoff ticket's going to be expensive.
I still go to the game.
Yeah, playoff ticket.
Still go to the game.
Yeah,
and there's probably going to be a lot of people going to go to the game, but we're all going to be sadly disappointed because we're not consistent. We don't trust our damn quarterback. We don't. Point blank, we just do not.
Yeah, and if we're talking...
one week when he do good, the week that he do good, we praising him like he's the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah,
we underrated him.
Mm-hmm.
Get that shit out your mind, because next week is about to blow all that shit the fuck up.
Because if you win this division, you're either going to see... You're going to see San Francisco. That's who's coming to town.
I have not... I have watched almost every one of the games. I have not seen them, honestly, except for probably 2 games this whole entire season. Get the ball first, drive down the field, complete touchdown.
Yeah.
But probably twice.
I feel you.
That's terrible. That's fucking terrible.
I feel you. So did you see San Francisco in the Seattle game last night? Speaking of that, because that's who y'all going to be seeing in the playoffs, San Francisco, if you win. Did you see the game last night? And yes or no? And what did you think about that game last night? We just had a caller call in praising the Seattle Seahawks, predicting that if the Steelers win this playoff game and get into the real playoffs, then he's predicting a Seattle Steelers Super Bowl maybe. So, man, the Seahawks must have looked good to him last night. What did you think?
Let me tell you this right here.
Because before you say this,
that's another team
go ahead, never mind. Go ahead.
that has a former quarterback that played for the Carolina Panthers. That was a motherfucking starter.
Okay, stole it right out of my mouth. Go ahead.
He looked like straight trash for the Carolina Panthers. So now he's out there in Seattle.
Right.
Showing and balling the motherfucking hell out, looking like the MVP for this year.
It could be, yeah.
You gonna keep that quiet.
Yeah.
Because last year, when he was up in Minnesota, he balled
out. Yep.
Now, you just think about if Carolina said, hey, let's work with it.
Right.
Instead of going out and get this little motherfucking dang gummy box fucking face kid. Damn. We would have won a Super Bowl probably last year.
The defense been good enough.
Definitely being a toss for that shit is Sam Donald.
Yeah,
Go ahead on, sir. I'm going to tell you right now. Them Seahawks are dang on showing up and showing out. It's like your boy said earlier, I'd be worried about them damn Seahawks. They look poised, and like what you agreed and said, bruh, they off the train.
Yeah, they off the chain, man. They off the chain. Seattle's off the chain.
It hurts. It hurts on the opposite side, even though the 49ers are still going to be in there. Right, I understand that, but you got to think about it. That's in that division.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So the 49ers, Brock Purdy has been Brock Purdy, nizzle.
Yeah. yeah, you like that, don't you?
He ain't even got to worry about having a healthy Christian McCaffrey.
He's
gonna do his thing.
Yeah.
For real.
Oh,
and then if you see on TV that they doing this 49ers thing, I watch out for the 49ers, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna walk through the history of some great talented quarterbacks that have won championships for that team.
Yeah. Talk about San
I ain't gonna
Francisco.
hold you up, bro. I ain't mean to go all long.
No, you good. I asked you a question. I asked you a question, brother. It's all good. You good, man. I still got me about a half an hour.
Sir.
I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm gonna keep getting around the league.
All right.
And keep stay in the chat with me then. I'll holler at you if you
all
out
right,
of here.
I got you, bro.
All right, brother, man.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yes.
That's my man LAB from North Carolina, my Carolina Panthers expert. My, you know what I'm saying? The fantasy guru. You'll hear him a lot on the show, man. He'll be back. Don't worry about that. But yeah, man, Seattle out there looking like a boss with the #1 seed. But let's take a look at the AFC, man. There's still a battle for the #1 seed in the AFC, man. We got the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix, right? In his second year. And we got Drake May and the Patriots in his second year in a battle for first place. Now, they don't line up against each other like the Seahawks and the 49ers got a chance to do last night and decided mano a mano. But the Broncos got the Chargers today sitting at 11-5, and the Patriots got the Dolphins today in their division sitting at 7-9, okay? I mean, Dolphins trying to save jobs, so this might be a pretty decent challenge for the Patriots. It's also a divisional game, so divisional teams usually know each other pretty well. The records, you could throw them out the window, but the Patriots have been playing very well, coached by Mike Vrabel. I expect them to do what they need to do, okay? Now, the Broncos, on the other hand, 13-3, also with a chance to be the first place in the NFC and get the big bye that you need. Only one bye now in the NFL playoffs. So if the Broncos win, they are in. I don't understand about the tiebreaker, how they're winning the tiebreaker, but I do know if the Broncos win, they are in. Now, the Chargers seem like a foe that you wouldn't want to face, but they are sitting everybody today. The Chargers playoff scenario has already been locked up. They can't go up. They can't go down. Doesn't matter to them. They can't win a division. So they're sitting their quarterback and a lot of other good players. I think who was starting for them today? What's his name? Used to play for San Francisco. Was a first-round draft pick. I can't even remember his name, man. What's his name again? But anyway, he's starting the day. The backup quarterback is starting for the Chargers. They're not putting too much emphasis on it. But the backups probably would love to ruin the Broncos season and make them play an extra game. So, hey, the Broncos better not go to sleep at all. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then in Jacksonville and in Houston, they still got something to fight for. They're still fighting for the division. Okay, Jacksonville's sitting at 12-4, but they can't afford to lose to the Titans today and fall to 11-5. And Houston can win today against the Colts and stay 11-5 and also win that division. Yes, the division is not locked up yet in the AFC South. It isn't. Let's go to the AFC South. Yes, the division is still not locked. I do not actually know what the tiebreaker. The division record is 4-1 for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Let's check the division record for the Houston Texans is also 4-1. So that's the first tiebreaker there. So they're tied there, their record will be tied, but they'll have a difference in divisional wins. If Jacksonville loses, they'll be 4-2 in the division. Houston wins, they'll be 5-1 in the division. They'll have the same record. That'll be the tiebreaker right there. So yes, Jacksonville and Houston still want to play at home. As well as Jacksonville's been playing at home, they have a chance not to be at home in this playoffs. But come on, man, they ain't gonna let the Titans beat them, are they? And there ain't no way Houston is going. The Houston can still lose to the Colts, but I don't think they'll lose to Phillip Rivers. Not with that defense. But they don't want to go away right now. If Pittsburgh wins, it'll be Houston-Pittsburgh. If Baltimore wins, it'll be Houston, probably Baltimore, right? So, yeah, I don't think either one of them teams want to see Houston, but it is what it is at this point, right? It is what it is. But that's pretty much it around the league today. There ain't too many more important games. The obvious most important games is my Pittsburgh Steelers at 8:20 tonight, man. The whole NFL will be watching. Now, we do have some news from the New England Patriots. They have not lost their star receiver, Stephon Diggs, yet. But we all know what happened to Stephon Diggs. If you don't know yet, let's check it out real quick. Stephon Diggs got his seat after Diggs was charged with a felony strangulation and misdemeanor assault stemming from an alleged December 2nd incident involving a female private chef. Yeah, okay. A female private chef, right? So it said that, the team still supports him and stuff like that. In the statement, 3 words are really, really strong. We support Stephon. Reese said sometimes on these things, teams will say, we are aware of reports regarding the player. We will have no further comment at this time. That's not what this was. And so I think that leads us to a little bit of terms of know where they're coming from in terms of how they view this situation. I think that's significant. So the Patriots are backing up their boy, but let's talk about the allegations. Stephon Diggs. Let me see. The court documents allege that Stephon Diggs smacked and tried to choke his private chef over a payment agreement. That sounds pretty aggressive of an employee, man. And I don't know how that sounds pretty fishy. Is this an employee or not? Or is it just some type of cover, man? I don't know. The accuser had trouble breathing and that she felt like she could have blacked out. The document says to WCVBT-TV. She said that as she tried to pry his arm away, he tightened his grip. At that point, the male threw her onto the bed. Damn, in the bedroom all of a sudden, huh? How does the private chef get into the bedroom? That is kind of suspect there. He said something to the effect of, I thought so, when he slammed her on the bed. So yeah, wow, by Stephon Diggs. Stephon Diggs finally comes out and speaks to the media about the incident, but does he really come out? Let's see what Stephon Diggs says about his behavior so far to the media.
Sorry, I didn't, it's been a couple of days. But obviously it's a different time.
Let's go back. Let's see.
Stephon Diggs. Sorry, I didn't, spend a couple of days. I get to talk to you on Wednesday. But, obviously, it's a different time, very emotional time. Taken back by some, things that's been going on. But I want you to say, sorry I wasn't available for those couple of days. It's a different kind of time, but dealing with everything, it's definitely an open case, so I can't even say anything about it. I will be open to any football question, anything you want to know. I don't want to be rude or disrespect in any way. So if anybody asks me a question that's pertaining to it, I'm obviously just give you a look. Y'all kind of know me at this point, but shoot.
What kind of support have you had, Stephon, from your teammates? We saw you yesterday on the field breaking huddle, and it seems like you're the leader out there at this point still.
Yeah, football question?
Well, it's not about any sort of crime. It's just about how you lead and how your teammates.
Regarding football, I'm gonna continue to be the guy I've been. Trying to finish the season strong. It's definitely it's a good team on the other side of the road. In the good heat, but going into the right mindset, I'm gonna keep the same mindset. I've been the leader on this team. I've been the same person this whole time. Don't expect no changes from me. So,
how do you guys guard against distractions?
It's kind of been a thing throughout the year. We all deal with life stuff, family stuff, worldly stuff. It's just, being a football team is hard. You band together, you lean on your brothers, you lean on the people that you spend the most time with. For me, I've been dealing with it my whole life, nothing new to me. So, I just got to roll with the punches, try to stay as positive as I can. It's definitely something you always got to adjust to, but I'm good for whatever.
How would you describe your focus right now?
As far as football?
Football and off the field. Just your focus in general.
My focus is where it's been at.
All right, so that's Stephon Diggs. He ain't really going to give you too much. I ain't really focused on the whole thing because he avoids all questions, which I guess he should. Legal matters, you know what I mean? And it is what it is. But let's see with some things that ain't gonna look good for Stephon in court, man. They bring thefts like this. I don't know if y'all remember this. This is way back when he was with Minnesota. His allegations come from a woman that in the situation doesn't sound good. Let's see what his teammates got to say about him back in the day when people were just asked. You see it, least like to date your sister in the locker room, fellas. Who would you least like to date your sister in the locker room?
Dad, what guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
What the hell? Diggs.
Stephon Diggs. Diggs is the guy.
At least I did my sister Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Man. No.
He's crazy.
He's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents.
He talks a lot.
Outrageous. Don't know what he's going to say.
And I don't like him. We're going to leave it like that.
No. Just don't know what to expect every day.
It's like you don't want your sister to bring home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
He couldn't date my sister. What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister? And I might add, you're starting to be the runaway favorite for this.
But no, I'm a great guy. I'm actually a great guy.
There's actually seems to be a few guys that don't think that.
Yeah, I don't know whether that's what it is. Just a
All right, so that's Stephon Diggs, you know what I'm saying? Long time ago, but nobody wants him dating their sister, man. Not a good look at all, especially once allegations like that come out. But, hey, man, like I said, that's another wide receiver that might be missing for the playoffs. Who knows? It didn't come down yet, but I'm surprised, man. Usually the NFL hears stuff like this, and they go ahead and maybe just suspend a cat real quick, man. I don't know, but he's getting a lot of leniency here. But we shall see how it goes, man. It might affect the playoffs for the New England Patriots. Like I said, they're going to be the number 1 seed, man. But back to the Steelers, man. Steeler focus here before we get out of here. Not too long, man. Injury report. TJ Watt will play today. Calvin Austin, I didn't think he was going to be back. He will be back, man. Man, we need Calvin Austin back. We also need Roman Wilson to help us out today. He walked around with a coat on all week. I don't even know if he's getting a helmet this week. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't get a helmet with Calvin Austin coming back. But we need some young wide receivers, man. We just seen Adam Thielen in there. That was a long time ago. And, man, that man's old right now. 35 years old? No. Me and Steve, my caller earlier, called in, and, MVS ain't going to get it done. Don't look like they got any type of connection, or MVS just look like he's pretty washed up, man. He ain't going to get it done. We need some youth on the field at wide receiver, and we need some speed, man. We need to go deep often today against this defense, man. Because you got to think, what is this defense going to do? They're going to do the same thing Cleveland Browns did last week. They're going to step up to the line of scrimmage, put 7-8 men in the box. How many men they can afford to put in the box? That's what they're going to do today. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to respect Adam Thielen and MVS. And they know we don't throw the ball to Freiermuth. So they're thinking, let's put pressure on this quarterback. Let's put pressure on this run game and make Aaron Rodgers, and not even Aaron Rodgers, let's make these suspect wide receivers beat us. So we need some speed. Calvin Austin, we need a deep ball out of you today. Roman Wilson, hopefully you get on the field. We need some deep balls out of you today. We need y'all to stretch the field. And we need some run after the catch today, too. If they're going to be up at the line of scrimmage, it's obviously going to be man-to-man defense. So let's get some crossing routes going on and make that happen, man. Let's make that happen. Now, on our defense, already said we getting TJ Watt back, but more importantly, I think we get Echols and Pierre back today, man. Echols and Pierre have been great all year as defensive backs, man. Two big surprises on this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. They've been full of surprises, man. But I tell you what, man, the Steelers defense is going to have to stand on their heads today, which is a hockey term for goalies that's giving up 0 points even though the barrage is coming at them. Okay? So we need the Steelers defense to pull a Tom Barrasso today, baby, and stand on their heads. Mike Tomlin, this is your claim to fame, your defense, right? It's on your back today, Betty. It's on your back today, buddy. And you players, too. Now, you players been playing well. It's time for one more game, man. It's even warming up a little bit outside, man. I was inferior to super cold. It feels warm to me a little bit. Beautiful day for football. It's playoff football. It is what it is in Pittsburgh. Now, we already beat the Ravens once. We should have confidence. Lamar Jackson was out there. Derrick Henry was out there. We let Keaton Mitchell get out on that long run and make the stats look crazy like we got ran on, but we got to prevent the long run today. We can't have a long run. We can't have a big play at all. Now, they don't have nobody out wide receiver that I fear at all. Zay Flowers is their best wide receiver. He's very quick and all that, but he doesn't do certain things that well. You don't see him really catching deep balls down the field. He wants to cross the field. We got to put a beating on this boy when he's crossing that field, man. You got to go old school football. I'll take a couple penalties at opportune times just to put a helmet on Zay Flowers and change his attitude today. That's what we need out of this Pittsburgh defense, to stand on their head and be the most physical unit on the field today. That's the only way to take down a Super Bowl roster on offense that the Baltimore Ravens have. The Baltimore Ravens have been getting a second life in this NFL season, man. They was in the gutter at 1-5. They have to be feeling good about themselves today. Let's wipe that smile off their face early and often. And guess who can help? Guess who can help? You. I'm talking to the people in the stands. We need to be fans today, man. There's no time. It's cool to not be happy about coaching and what's going on, but today just ain't the day, man. The Steelers get down by 7. The Steelers get down by 10 earlier. Don't bring out the boo birds. It ain't over yet, man. It ain't over till it's over. We'll hear all that after the 60 minutes is over. But you people in the stands, don't do it. I don't think they're hearing me, though. I don't think they're hearing me. We need you Steeler fans to be fans, to be real fans of the team, man. You're supposed to be with your team, win, lose, or draw. And we haven't seen that much around here in Pittsburgh. Complaining is for the offseason, man. Not in a pivotal playoff game in the middle of it. It's not. And I got a feeling I got a feeling that a lot of people that is ready to boo the Steelers should maybe just stay home, man. That's what you should really do. You probably should just stay home if you really feel like that, right? So once again, like I started out the show, man, this is a very pivotal game here in Pittsburgh. One of the most, continues this rivalry, one of the biggest games in this rivalry ever. I've never even heard anybody call it the AFC North Championship game. It's getting a title, man. It's getting a title. So yes, this is huge. And before I get out of here, we got about 10 minutes till 1 o'clock game time. So it's about that time, y'all. I'm going to give you my 5 keys to the Steelers' upset victory. Yes, this will be an upset. The Steelers are, I believe, 4.5 point underdogs. 3.5. There it is right there. And why ain't I getting my normal screen? Why am I not? Okay, but anyway, yeah. That's what it is for the Pittsburgh Steelers right now. 3.5 point underdogs at home. Man, the disrespect, right? The disrespect is brutal. They just won't give it to me. Okay, anyway. My 5 keys to Steelers upset today. Number 5, stay young at wide receiver. I just kind of covered that, right? Roman Wilson must play a little bit. I'm not even sure if he's getting a helmet or not, but Roman Wilson would be out there. But we're definitely getting Calvin Austin, the third back. Today's the day. If you're going to have the game of a lifetime, today's the day, Calvin Austin. I'm sorry, bruh. But today's the day that you need to have the game of your life, my man. It really is. Today's the day. All right. Number 4, score off of turnovers, man. When we get these turnovers that we've been getting all year, offense, man, we got to score. Cousin Neek in the chat says, say it again, keep your negativity away from the stadium. Please do. Please do. Please do, because that's number 3. Number 3 to my 5 keys to the Steelers' upset victory is the Yinzers in the stadium. Don't be negative, man. Took the words out of my mouth, cuz. Don't be negative. Not today, man. Not today. Not today. Now, the number 2 reason, the number 2 key to the game for the upset is the offense must make the Ravens pay for the heavy box. Hard to be explosive, but we can be effective, man. It's going to be hard for us to be explosive today, but we can be effective on play actions and stuff like that. We must make them open up that box for the running game, bro. They're not going to give us the running game today. They're not going to give us Warren G and Kenny G, the regulators, today. They're not just going to give it to us. We're going to have to earn it. Pittsburgh, Big Dog in the chat, facts. None of that booing shit. No doubt. Nobody wants to hear that shit today, man. Give us 60 minutes. And then if we lose, granted, talk shit all offseason, man. I got you. I might be with you a little bit. But come on now. 60 minutes against the Ravens, y'all. Come on. What kind of Steeler fan are you? And my number 1 key reason the Steelers, what they have to do to pull off this upset is the defense must stand on their heads, as I already said. The Steelers' defense must stand on their heads. This defense, Mike Tomlin, that you said was going to be elite, must be elite today. Jalen Ramsey, you said we was going to be elite. We must be elite today. Yeah, you made the Pro Bowl, but galvanize these troops today. We ain't worried about the rest of the season. What you did against Miami, what you did against Detroit, you got to be happening today. But guess what? We have full blow today, baby. So there's no excuses. We got everybody where they're supposed to be. I just said we got Eccles back. We got Pierre back. We got my man JPJ playing like the best corner in football, even though he got snubbed for the Pro Bowl. We got TJ Watt back. So we got all 3 of our starting outside linebackers. We got our rookie, our number 1 draft pick back, Harmon. Cam Hayward's feeling good. Patrick Queen's playing well. I'll say it again. Patrick Queen is playing well. There's no excuses today, man. Let's stand on our heads against this Baltimore Ravens Super Bowl roster offense, man. We got one chance to win it all. We blew it last week. Can't blow it twice, can we, man? Can't blow it twice. No time for excuses. Offense, defense, don't matter who we got missing or anything. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go. So let's do some odds and ends, man, before we get out of here. This is where I pick all the games, man. I don't know what's up with my board right here. They ain't showing me no love. But you know what? That's where I'm going to go. That's where I'm going to go for odds and ends. Yep. That's where I'm going to go. But yeah, no excuses for the Steelers today, especially on defense. Especially on defense. And they don't even want me to do it either. I'm disconnected. And we're back. Sports book. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's get it, man. Let's see if we can get some odds in this. Yeah, odds and ends, baby. Let's go, man. This is it for the season. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this all year, man. This is where I pick the spread. And I picked the over and under for every team this week, man. Go ahead and build you a parlay last week to get some good money, man. Got about 6 minutes to do it, though, all right? Yeah, New Orleans Saints against the Atlanta Falcons, man. They got the Atlanta Falcons as the favorite here, man. So, man, look here, let's see. I think the Saints going to get them, though. So, I'm taking the Saints at 4.5, man. Over another 43.5. I'm going to go under that, man. Under that right there. The defense going to show up a little bit, man. Cleveland Browns versus the Cincinnati Bengals. Don't matter, man, but they got the Bengals at minus 10 point favorite, and I'm taking the Bengals, man. Cleveland's done. It's over. They're going to get the Shador and make him look silly in his last game, man. I hate to say that, but yeah, we'll talk about that on another show, man. The Dallas Cowboys versus the New York Giants, and they got the Dallas Cowboys at minus 3-point favorite, and I'm taking it. Number one offense going to go out with some fireworks, over and under 50.5. I'm taking it, man. So let's go over. All right, Green Bay and the Minnesota Vikings, man. Don't mean much to either team, but the Vikings is a 12.5 point favorite. Okay, so Green Bay's sitting everybody, so we don't even want to do too much of that, man. But I'm still taking Green Bay in that one. They're going to fight over and under 36.5. I'm going over that, man. Over 36 points. All right, Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans, man. The Houston Texans need to win this game. 9.5 point favorite. I'm taking that, man. Phillip Rivers ain't going to hang with that defense. Over and under 37.5. I'm going over 37.5. All right. Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jacksonville needs this to be the division winner right here. That's all they got to do, man. It's 12.5 points against Tennessee. I'm taking it, man. Go blow these boys out and take your division and run with it, man. Over and under 46.5. I'm going to stay under that, man. Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders, man. I don't know what to do, but the Raiders is minus 4.5 points. I mean, the Chiefs is minus 4.5 points favorite. I'm going to go ahead and take the Raiders, though, man, by the underdog, man. Over and under 36. I'm going to stay under. No, I'm going over 36, man. That's too low. Two backup quarterbacks. They'll find a way. All right, Detroit Lions versus the Chicago Bears, man. All right, Chicago Bears, man. They don't really need to win this game, but the Lions would love to upset them, man. The Bears is a minus 4.5 point favorite. They do want to go out and win, but I don't know, man. I'm picking the Lions here. I think they might slip up a little bit. And I'm going to take the Lions with two ways to win, over and under 51.5. I'm going under 51, man. Just a little bit under, man. LA Chargers and the Browns, man. The LA Chargers are a underdog, man. Big time, man, because they think the Denver Broncos going to come out there and get that number one seed, right? 14.5 points, man. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and take the Broncos, man. Go ahead and smash them over and under 37.5. I'm going over that, though. Miami Dolphins, man, and the New England Patriots, same situation. New England's trying to get that number 1 seed, 13.5-point favorite, though. Man, I don't know about that. I'm taking the Dolphins in this one. I think the Dolphins going to scrap them a little bit. Over and under 45. I'm going to go over 45 in this one, all right? Now, Washington and the Eagles, man. The Eagles don't got much to play for. 3.5-point favorite still, though. So I'm going to take the Eagles, man. Over and under 38.5. They need to get that offense rolling. I'm going over right now on that one. Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams, man. Los Angeles Rams, 14.5-point favorite. They should be able to get the job done. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and pick them. 14.5 points. That's a steep one, but I'm taking it. And also over and under is 48.5. I'm going to go slightly under that. No, I'm going to go over, man. I'm going to go over there. New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Bills need a win. 11.5-point favorite. Go ahead and take the Bills. Over and under 38.5. I'm going over that, man. Let's see what the Bills can do. And finally, the Steelers, Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers. The Steelers are an underdog at home, but you know I'm taking my boys, man. 3.5-point favorites. Over and under 41.5. I'm going over 41.5, man. And that is it. That was the last game of the night. No Monday night game, man. Hey, that's the end of the show right there. But I got to give my Steelers prediction, man. Steelers prediction. 16. Now I'm going to go 17-14 Steelers, man. 17-14 Steelers. Boswell comes through for us, man. We've been waiting for all year for Boswell to be the hero. So this is it, man. Boswell the hero. 17-14 Steelers, man. We got to dominate on defense, man. Give them a couple. I hope it come out better than that, man. I really would take a, I'll take a 14-3 win for real, for real. Let's stand on our head defense, man. Let's do it, man. Hey, I appreciate y'all coming out, man. It is the Underground Sports Show, man. It's been all year, man. This is the game day finale. Now, not my last show. I'm not saying that. But the playoffs is coming up. I'll figure out the schedule, man. However you've been connecting to the show, keep connecting to the show. I text you if I've been texting you, man. You know, subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button, man. And you know where I'm coming on. Because you know the playoffs is going to be everywhere. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, and all that, man. If you ain't got your bets in already, my bad. It's 12:59. But you can bet on the later game, bet on the Steelers game, man. I might bet that the Steelers lose, man. That's what you got to do. You bet that the Steelers lose. So no matter what the outcome is, you come up. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my advice to y'all, man. That is my advice to y'all. And we out of here on the Underground, man. I appreciate everybody that showed up, that shouted me out in the chat. And why not, man? It ain't over yet, man. It ain't too late for you to call in or nothing like that, because we always keep digging here on the Underground, man. So, hey, we out of here. It's the Underground Sports Show. And we appreciate it all. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate it all. All right? We gone. Now, once again, man, I see y'all in the playoffs, baby. Yes, sir. We is out of here, man. No booing in the stadium today, man. Steelers, 17-14, man. You know what I'm saying? That's my prediction, man. I've been pretty decent all year. Let's go. Keep digging. Keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Go deep, yeah, it's the underground. Drop a ball, yeah, everybody get down. Matter of fact, yeah, it's a touchdown. First down, I'm in the red zone. Can't stop this, better watch this. Call into the show, keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging, go deep in the underground.
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can hear you. How are you?
Okay, I'm good. I mean, I was live on the internet, and right now you're still live on the internet, and I'm just
Well, I was trying to call in to ask to see. Well, I was calling in to say, what do you think that if we don't lose? I mean, if we lose the playoff, what do you think about them either taking away Coach Kyle? Do you think we should keep him or should he stay?
I think we're going to keep him because they owe him $16 million. They're not going to give him $16 million, and he's not going to turn down $16 million. He's not going to let these people run him out of town for his $16 million. So yes, I don't think I think Mike Tomlin deserves to fail every now and then because he doesn't often fail. I really don't even see this season as a failure, no matter what happens today, as long as they don't come out here and get the socks blown off of them. I don't see this as a failure because we are shorthanded. We've had some untimely situations come, and you know what those are. DK Metcalf, which shouldn't even be suspended, right? I mean, really, they investigated, and that guy should have never even been in the stadium. So, yeah, we should not be missing him, and TJ Watt was a fluke injury, so you missing two good players. You can lose a couple games in the NFL, man. It is what it is. So, yeah, I think
he should have never let someone take away his strategies, playing the game. He should have been focusing on the game rather than going over and listening to somebody calling him.
Definitely.
And messing up his game plan. So now he's
definitely
because of something stupid that he shouldn't have done. And I felt like some of the sideline guys should have called him back over to the game instead of going over there. He shouldn't even got that far going over there. Somebody should have brought him back over to the.
I seen about 3 security guards and 4 babysitters and two employees. I mean, there was a lot of people standing around watching, man. It was It was bizarre. That was very bizarre. And once again, that guy should have never been in the stadium from what happened last year. He did call him the N-word, and he did call his mom a name, and it was reported, and he should have never been there, man. He should have never, and it's so unfortunate. Like I said, these are circumstances that, come on, it's the NFL. If you take your best players away, man, you're not the same team. And you already didn't have a Super Bowl roster. You was already overachieving already. And then you take the 2 best players away. Yeah, we can lose to a Cleveland Brown team. And everybody talk crap on us for losing to Cleveland. Well, guess what? Cleveland also beat Chicago, who's going to the playoffs this year. They also beat Green Bay, that's going to the playoffs this year. And they also beat another team that's going to the playoffs this year. So they could pull a rabbit out of a hat. It just wasn't us. You know, understand what I'm saying? It wasn't just us. So
You're right. You're right.
But I got another caller. I appreciate you calling the show for sure. For sure. I caught you at the last minute. I was still live, so I said, let me get back because I was doing my thing. I wasn't paying attention to the phone at the time, so I seen you was an important caller. I had to answer for you. You know what I mean?
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. Love you, and I'll see you later.
Love you too.
Right.
I'm listening. I'm still listening on live.
No doubt. All right, let's get to our other caller. We still got a couple callers, man. I mean, should I just keep going? My kids, they ain't paying me no attention today anyway. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if we got another caller to have. This is an important one right here. Come on, buddy.
Yo.
Yeah, I thought you wasn't going to answer for a minute there, sir. What's going on your mind?
Chilling. I called you a couple of times. It was going to voicemail.
Well, yeah, because I'm still online, and I had another caller, and I was doing the little last segment I usually do. I'm still online here, though. You know what I'm saying? I had a last caller look like she wanted to get her some words in, so I was calling you back to see if you had some words for the day.
About the game?
I mean, anything. I'm still online, so I thought that's why you was calling, so I called you back. If I wasn't why you was calling, I apologize.
I'm on now.
You on now? Yep, you live right now, man. Give me a score. What you think, man? I already know where your vibe is at, low key. You know what I'm saying? We talked about it all year.
You a mind reader now? Or something?
I'm not a mind reader. I'm just off of past history. You know what I'm saying? Off of history, you know, in our conversations. This is his finale. This is the last game day show. I'm still going after this, so it's gonna be the playoff show after this, though. But
okay,
yeah.
All right. for the game today in Pittsburgh, no DK.
It's tough.
I don't know, man. I think they probably going. I don't think they're going to be able to contain Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
So I think it's going to be rough for them on that side, and offensively, I don't really see us putting up too many points unless they come out with a totally new game plan.
Yeah,
and
that has to
start
happen.
using some weapons like Jonnu and Freiermuth, and
Yeah.
they're gonna have to pull some stuff out of the hat today to pull this one off. But,
Yeah, they
this
should.
will still be close.
Yeah.
I think it'll still be close. If they can neutralize Derrick Henry, I think they got a chance to keep it a close game.
Right. I think. Do you think the defense got a chance? I mean, we got full blast at
They
this
do.
point.
They do. They do. You know what I mean? 'Cause they're gonna have to step up for the for the occasion.
Yes.
So we can count on them to do that. But if they can get Derrick Henry before he get moving, but I mean, last game when Derrick Henry had 4 touchdowns, he was running like he finally understood how big he was and how dominant he can be.
Was the Packers looking a little suspect to you too though? Like not a suspect, like they ain't look like they wanted no smoke though. Like it was like this game, we going to the playoffs. This don't matter. You know what I'm
I looked at
saying?
it I had Derrick Henry on my fantasy, so I was looking at it. I was hoping he was going to get off, so I wasn't really focusing on how good Green Bay was. But I did see him running way more fierce than usual. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
he
was looking a little bit different. But if they can stop him, if they can neutralize him, I think they'll be all right with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
But I give it a close game. I say
It's
about
gonna be close.
17-27, something weird like that. Or,
Ravens,
31,
Ravens.
31-24. It can go either. All right. If the Ravens win, I go 27-17. The Steelers win, I say Steelers might be able to put up about 24 points up on them, maybe.
No
on a good
DK.
game.
No DK. We only put up 6 last week, man. They better have a hell of a game plan if they're gonna do that.
That's what I mean. That's gonna be That's gonna be a big jump.
I'm calling 17-14, man.
Steelers way.
Yeah, and that's a lot of love to that offense without DK. Still, I think. I mean, we got to overachieve today. That's the only way to beat the Ravens. You got Super Bowl roster, and you own it for the Ravens. We don't have a Super Bowl roster minus our best player on offense. Come on, man.
Yeah,
we've been saying it all year. This ain't no good roster, man. We got a 42-year-old quarterback. We got DK as our only wide receiver. But the offensive line's been playing well, man, and that's my hope that the offensive line can hold up for Rodgers. He could just pull some shit out his ass for real. No pun intended. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
but that's what's gonna have to happen for real.
The Steelers defense got to get some turnovers, man. Without turnovers,
yeah.
They're definitely not going to win. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we're not winning without no turnovers.
It's going to be tough though. It's going to be tough.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? So I would say Baltimore.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of 50-50 because Baltimore ain't that good either. Like, you know what I
they
mean?
know how to fuck it up.
Defensively, that defense is pretty bad.
Trash. Their DBs is trash. Yeah, their DBs is trash. That's why I think you need to put Roman Wilson in there, even though he ain't been out there all year. I mean, he do got 12 receptions for 166 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he ain't like foreign to the field. But you put him out there with the speed. You got our boy coming back, Calvin Austin III, with some speed, which we didn't have last week. We had no speed last week. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, you got to pull the rabbit out the hat, man, for real. Use that speed to get downfield. Because like you said, this defense ain't Cleveland's defense last week. So maybe we can score up some points like you said, man, and get up in the 20s. Maybe we can.
I mean, I think offensively, if he can pull this game off and cook something up real nice, I think he earned another season. But if he can't,
I like that.
If you can't muster up nothing, like not even like if he got the same performance as last week, get him the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Get him the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
You know what I mean?
One more prediction. Did we hear boos tonight in the stadium?
Boos.
At some point in the game.
They're not going to score probably a touchdown in the first half. You know what I mean?
It could get ugly.
I doubt if they do.
Yeah.
So they're gonna be booing.
Yeah, they're gonna be booing. Somebody's coming to boo. Somebody's paying to boo. I know if I felt like booing, I'm not even wasting my cheese, bro. I'm really not.
It's cold too.
And it's cold.
I'm not, I ain't saying it's cold to boo a nigga.
Hell no. But all right, man. Hey, look, you know where I'm at 8:20, brother. So I'll be here, my man.
Yeah, that's why I was calling you. That's why I was calling you. I'll hit you a little bit later, though.
Yes, sir. All right, we out of here, y'all, man. This is for real this time, man. We out of here on the underground, man. I had to do it. I had to get Cuzzo, get his words in on wax, man. So let's go, man. We out of here, man. Nothing wrong with another Filthy Rich track, you know what I'm saying? We out, baby. Who the GOAT in the house, man? It's Henry birthday today. Yes, it is. 31-10 Ravens, man. I know you love your black quarterbacks, but it's a wrap today, baby. 17-14 Steelers. Appreciate you in the house, Who the GOAT, though.
It's the underground.
I'll see you later for the recap tonight, baby. I ain't got shit to do. Let's go.
You better run. That's your ass. Boy, you done.
Yeah.
Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds.
Let's go.
You don't really want it, but you really need it.
You need it.
It's the underground, man. We undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it. Man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music. Flip a coin, you still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls.
Turn your motherfucking lights off.
Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass.
You know what it is, you ain't got ass.
It's the underground.
Yeah.
It's the underground, yeah.
Let's go.
Underground.
See y'all at 8:20, baby. Only game that mattered today. Yeah.
It's the underground. It's the underground, yeah. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done.